Day 11 of our trip, and we remain wave-bound here on the wildest coast of the world's largest freshwater lake by surface area. We traveled down the remote Pukaskwa River to get here, and the difficulty of a trip like this can be broken up into 4 factors. 1. Remoteness. 2. Difficulty of portages. 3. Difficulty of river travel and rapids. And 4. Difficulty of lake travel. And on those 4 factors, this is probably the most difficult trip that either of us have done. But there's a 5th factor that can significantly add to the difficulty of a trip, and that's human error. Pukaskwa River. Don't forget the ibuprofen. Pukaskwa River, bucket list trip for me. Surreal to be here with a good friend, our fishing rods. Should be an incredible route. Going down this remote river, virtually no outs. If anything goes wrong, then you're kind of on your own or you're hitting the SOS button. And then up the Pukaskwa coast, the most undeveloped coastline of any of the Great Lakes. Our hopes are high on this one. Just finished the first portage of the trip, first of many, and we're on to the first rapid, Broken Neck Rapids. It's supposed to have some sweepers, trees overhanging the river, so hopefully we'll be able to run it. We'll have a scout. All right, here we go. Water's getting pretty low here. This is a very seasonal river. It can only be run right about now. But there's supposed to be some water coming before too long, some big rain. So this is just a low volume technical run, it looks like. The end of Broken Neck Rapids has a sweeper strainer combo, so woohoo, it's deep there. Holy, I'm swimming. Oh, sorry. Good, good. Oh. Oh my god! I saw what was happening, I did not like it. There's a tricky little section here. I just jumped out of a canoe to avoid tipping. Yeah, they're real, eh? Yeah. Yeah, sweepers are real. Yeah. Any rapid, any moving water has danger. Bit of a clunky start. Just saw the first moose of the trip right here. Awesome start. So a local paddler and my friend Gord Martin gave me his marked up map, his topo map. We just did the Broken Neck Rapids here, marks the sweepers. And then Muskrat Rapid, he says tough and low water, so we're probably gonna be wading that one. Hoping to do a couple more and then camp at Kohler Falls here. But there are a lot of log jams and sweepers and strainers too, so yeah, it's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, but like we just tackle each problem as we do.
Yeah, exactly. This next section is pretty notorious. Sounds like it's hard to get around and
it's gonna be nasty. So today and tomorrow I think are gonna be a bit of a struggle, and then after that it's supposed to widen out. Getting balls. Oh. Off the start. Oh, so stupid. This is a bad start for me, for my confidence. Yeah, that was very close to a pin, and it took all my force to get it off that rock, and if the water was any stronger I wouldn't have been able to, and it would have pinned for sure. It was like right on the threshold. I was extremely lucky. Trip ender right there. Could have ended the trip right there. We would have had to go back out. Should have followed Xander. Xander waited that, and I was like, oh, I think I can sneak down a little farther, and then suddenly you're getting pushed into a nasty little section.
Yeah, water's moving. It's stronger than it looks.
Always.
It can take you in a second, and you can be in a dangerous situation before you even know it.
Yeah. Thankfully I had Xander here, and he's been helping me out through these initial struggles.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, we'll try to keep smiling, set up camp hopefully before too long, and try and settle the nerves. Sorry, man. It's awful.
Oh, don't be sorry, man.
The worst tripping partner right now.
No, you're good.
I'll get there.
No,
I'll do it.
This just helps me, like, this just reminds me of how serious this trip is, you know?
Really looking forward to setting up camp. I just want to settle myself. Nothing to this, but I'm trying to come through with a lot more respect this time. Nice and slow. Don't do anything stupid. We're gonna have a look at this one. George Strout's guide describes Whiskey Jack Rapid as narrow and steep. Care has to be taken in medium water and high water. Okay, we're almost at the falls, and then hopefully we'll portage there and set up camp. Looking for a takeout to get around the waterfall for the portage. I think this might be it. Not much of a falls, but certainly not paddleable, and with the logs down, it's nothing you can do but portage, so. Well, I mean, you could try and wade down, but it's probably more work. So we found a pretty respectable trail, and we just got to bushwhack over to it. I think we took out too late. We've got home sweet home for the night. Nice little fire pit there. Looks like a seldom used campsite. Right beside, I think that's actually the falls. We'll throw our line in there, see if there are any speckled trout, but I feel really good to be here. You going there?
Right here? No, I'm gonna go up here.
Like right there?
Yeah.
Nice camp for the night. Feeling much better now than when I almost broke my canoe in two. Time for some dinner. Perfectly cut with a little bend missing there. Yeah. Getting dinner going. We've got 2 sausages and then a third one here. That's all the meat I have on this trip. Everything else is veggie or hopefully catching fish. 1 for me and 2 for me.
Doing separate food on this trip. Actually, the only resources we're sharing, I brought the water filter. We figured there's no reason to bring two, and he brought the tarp. So it's just nice to be kind of self-reliant, not have to decide to share something at dinner. It's just not a thing you want to have to debate over when you get to camp.
Eat what you want and when you want to.
Yeah.
Do your own dishes, no issues.
Yeah.
Plus, if one of us pins in a river, the other one can just continue.
I brought epoxy and fiberglass cloth on this trip in case of a major repair, but I'd rather save that for anything significant rather than use it up right now. So Xander gave me some flex tape. I'll use a bit of this and just cover it up for now. Oh, that's just beautiful. I can sand it off when I get home, I guess. Well, almost wrapping the canoe, and probably a challenging day tomorrow. Calls for a little libations tonight. I brought very little booze on this trip. I brought this terrible, I'm sure it's going to be terrible, sample bottle of rye and some very nice rum, and I'm going to get rid of this. Got to lighten the pack.
That'll help you.
Yeah.
Should have drank that Whiskey Rapids.
Whiskey Jack Rapids. Not that bad.
Nice sweater.
Me too.
Thanks.
Twins. It was an interesting start to the trip, but so much left to look forward to. We haven't even gotten the line wet. We're both pretty tired today. But yeah, we just need a good night's sleep tonight. We've got perhaps the toughest day of travel of the trip tomorrow with the long rapids. It's supposed to be nasty to get around. So we'll start nice and early, get a good night's sleep, and we're looking forward to it. It's 7 a.m. Had a pretty long, much needed sleep, and it is frosty this morning. It's supposed to be around 0. Feels a little colder maybe here in the river. Time to get a fire going. Yeah, beautiful morning. Misty over the river.
Yeah.
Misty over the river.
Yeah.
Standing water is frozen, so it was definitely at least freezing. Coffee. Instant. The finest. So it turns out yesterday was just a warm-up for how stupid I am. I left my entire bag of dehydrated food in my chest freezer. Thought I'd put everything in the fridge, and I hadn't. So that represents probably, I don't know, 30% of my calories on this trip. So now we have to decide either make today a complete write-off, ask Aaron to meet us at the launch, backtrack up all the rapids, the nasty section we came through yesterday, and come back down it, or try and share food and rely more on fish. It's a really tough call because like there's so much variety in those dehydrated foods. So anyway, I'm a complete idiot, and we're gonna have to figure something out.
Just tap him in.
Yeah, Xander's being amazing. He's offering me like to share all his food. Another reason why he's a great tripping partner, but you hate being a liability on a trip, and yeah.
I packed way too much, so
Yeah.
we'll be eating just like regular oatmeal and like just polenta by itself at the end.
This is where I feel like I'm usually really good. I'm a really good planner, and I have good systems in place to prevent things like this from happening, like putting all my stuff together in the fridge so I could just have one central place to grab when I leave. I just forgot to put the dehydrated food in that spot. So we've decided to press on. Xander was good to do whatever we needed to do, but I can't bear to go back up that section and then back down it as well. just gonna press on. Like, I'll have to ration our food a bit more, eat significantly more fish. I have no doubt in our ability to catch fish here, especially on Lake Superior. We'll make do. Maybe we'll find something to forage, like fiddleheads. And I'm a survivalist now, apparently.
I got lots of food.
That's all.
We're gonna be eating just regular polenta by the end of the trip. It'll be, it might be scraping the bottom of the barrel a little bit.
I have some cinnamon for the steel cut oats.
Ooh. There you go.
It's embarrassing. I feel like such an idiot. But what are you gonna do? Everyone makes mistakes. I'm just making a lot of them right now, but it's how you react to them that matters. Yeah, can't change the past, change the future.
Meant to happen.
Maybe.
And then we'll just like, every meal, we'll just like do it together.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to.
Something like
we'll have
that,
to do meals together and be smart about it, mostly. Our motivation to fish just rose about 1,000%. So before we really realized and processed what was happening, Xander had doled out a big portion of chili, but we're making good use of it. I'm gonna have 3 burritos here. Some start of our survival rations. This is a generous portion, but we'll make it go a long way today, and then hopefully be eating fish later.
So we tried bushwhacking to start the day, but evidently the play is to wade, line, and run as much as you can because there's not much of a trail at all. Back to land for a bit. Well, this first section, it was supposed to be notorious, and it's living up to it. It's sunny, pleasant weather too. If it was snowing, you know, if you were here mid-May, it was snowing and freezing cold. It could be a lot tougher. And high water too. This is just medium water. So Xander's he's got Royal X. He's gonna drag over these rocks and get past this next little section. I'm just gonna portage over land. This whole thing kind of stresses me out. Like, my norm in this scenario is to portage, or it's a clear trail, to scout, clear, and portage, and then everyone can benefit from the trail. But it takes longer, and now we have less food, so we have to make decisions here. So there's the odd little section like this. It's decent. Yeah.
You just want to keep going?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Want to just keep walking?
Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, you all right? Back in the water. Oh, it's a relief every time we make some progress like that. So the falls right here will be taken out. Well, it's constant rotation. Portage, wade, line, run, and thankfully you like falls because almost everyone has to portage, so there's actually a trail. The stretch of the river is certainly hard to get through, but there is a lot of beauty here too. I'm trying to appreciate that and take some time. Pause. We'll be fine for food. I'm sure we're going to catch lots of trout on this trip. Yeah, so we'll eat some fish today, I'm pretty certain. Beautiful pool here at the bottom of these falls. It's time. Second cast. It was a double. Oh my goodness.
beautiful little speck. I'll keep it in the water in the net there. Are we gonna, we don't really want to stop here. We want to stop and set up camp at the end. This one's pretty small. This one's pretty small, so I'm gonna let it go. And hopefully we'll keep one at the end of the rapid. Leave it in the water. There it goes. Thanks, buddy. Sorry? Yeah, mine was a brookie. Pretty funny. Both immediately get a brookie, and then Xander loses his. I let mine go. It's small, and then nothing. But yeah, it's nice to know they're here, and I think we'll get some later today when we want to stop. Really want to carry on and just get this rapid stretch done. We're in the home stretch, so I feel amazing once we get through this. It's been tough. That was really a watershed moment for our trip. Now we have a decent section of flat water and swifts. It'll be really nice. A nice little breather. I don't think we'll dive into any rapids today. Hopefully set up camp and eat fish pretty soon. It was touted as a grueling day and a half of labor. Well, online, that's what I read, and that is exactly what it was. Hopefully we're about to reap the rewards. Oh, Xander's got a brookie. His first one that he lost was a brookie. This will be his first brookie ever if he lands it.
That's my first brook trout.
Hey!
Look at that.
Congrats, brother. That's awesome. Love witnessing that. Honestly, that brings me a lot more joy than catching one myself.
I want to eat them.
Yeah, that'll be fantastic. If we get some smaller ones, several of them, then it'd be just as good. They taste even better when they're small. I'm working on it. Getting a bonking stick here for Xander. Some fresh beaver chew in the river. It's a humane way to dispatch. Just club them on the head, and it's over quickly. This is a pretty serious bonking stick. Oh god. It's the best I could find on short notice.
I love it.
Bonking your first brookie with a birch bark log. Okay. That's rite of passage. It's hard, eh?
I think that's good.
Keep going. I usually do like 6 or so just to be absolutely certain because I wouldn't want it to suffer, but
Dead.
it should be dead, yeah. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Congrats, man.
Thanks, dude.
It's a nice moment between father and son. Xander just got another small one. Same spot. Just a random spot in the river. This is more like it. Brookie on, I'm sure. Net at the ready. Oh, jump. This one's a little meatier. That's good. We need meat. Thank you, buddy. It's a good little fish. I'm using single barbless hooks. That came right out. It's never easy for me. Beautiful life. Thank you. Just a marvelous fish. Beautiful. Look at those red dots, blue halos. Thank you so much. And a little inline spinner. It's a blue fox, Super Vibrax. And to get that fish stink off of my hands, just like to drag my hands over some balsam fir needles, and then they smell like Christmas. Oh, yeah, got it. Oh, crazy brook trout rolls. It's not big, but it's great for the pan. Yes. Thank you.
How big is it?
About the same as yours, I think. Just a little beauty. Thank you. Oh my goodness, such beauty. Look at that. Thank you. Okay, I think that's enough for us, eh?
Alright, let's go eat.
2 small ones each.
I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah.
This might be a nice spot for us right here. Beautiful. Some moose poop right here.
Nice spot. Perfect. You excited to get out, eh?
Oh man, I can't wait to put dry clothes on. The dry suit's kind of an ironic thing because if you're sweating in it, it's not so dry. But it's better than the ice cold water out there. Got a ton of rocks here, not from the river because that's dangerous, but just from the shoreline here, and set up a nice fire pit. We don't have any big ones, which would be ideal, but at least we won't burn into the ground. Safe fire.
Oh yeah.
Okay, got our fish cleaned up on the river. And I'm just gonna throw a little salmon spice in the cavity and we're gonna cook them whole. Just fits in the pan. That was the bigger one though. Oh man, that's so good. Wow. Oh my goodness, I'm so hungry. Wonderful. The rationing has begun. We just had snacks for lunch. After that huge breakfast, we couldn't justify eating more, so this is so good. Falls right off the bone when it's cooked. Oh man. Oh. Heaven.
Only day 2 on the river, but I'm in it.
Oh. Crossed the threshold today.
No doubt. Eating my first brook trout in Pukaskwa National Park with my good buddy John.
Yeah, you deserve those fish, man. You've been my lifesaver on this trip so far. So, brook trout, what do you think? First time eating it?
So tasty, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find with like fish, if it's not like cooked right or you don't bleed it, it's like sometimes I'll be like,
It's not actually that good.
yeah. Sometimes.
But these are so easy. Like you just gut it,
good.
run your thumbnail along the bloodline there at the top, along the spine, throw it in the pan with a little seasoning. Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's nice when you do fish like that. Not much left. Burn it just to make sure it don't retract anything. We're just in love with this camp. It's so perfect and pretty and peaceful. And I've got a nice spot for the hammock, and I'm keeping the back half or the front half of the tarp peeled back so I can look up at the stars tonight. It's supposed to be completely clear. And the northern lights are supposed to kick up tomorrow night, I think, or maybe it was tonight. I can't remember the forecast now, but anyway, this week throughout there's a chance of northern lights, so be keeping an eye on it if it's clear. And I'm sure the stars will be out no matter what. In the hammock, it's just after 9. We're both really tired mentally and physically. And honestly, it went so much better than it could have. Bugs could have been awful. It could have been really cold or rainy. And it was, the water could have been way too high. So it worked out really well in the end. So we can't complain about that. But yeah, it still took a lot out of us. And tomorrow looks really fun. Nicer rapids and swifts and stuff. So should be a blast. Have some more trout. We're going to have to keep eating that to stay on top of our food rationing. But that's not a problem. We're happy to do that. Beautiful view here, and I'm looking forward to the stars coming out. I'm sure I'll wake up a couple times in the night at least and hopefully see a nice sky.
Man, it's so pretty out here.
Just a beauty.
Just a beauty.
We're lucking out. Well, it was supposed to be a couple degrees above freezing last night, but clearly it was freezing. A little bit of water left in my pot. Froze to ice. We felt cold last night. Yeah. So it's kind of reassuring to know that it actually was pretty chilly. Couldn't be a nicer day. Still no black flies. A couple floating around yesterday, but that was it. Like, this is just unreal. So excited for today. I might just wade this to save my boat. Second part of varying rapid, and looks like we'll squeak by. We do need some more water in this river though. The rain tomorrow will be welcome. In the first 2 days, I must have overexerted my elbows and the tendons in the elbows, because they're like throbbing with pain now when I run rapids and have to exert force on with using my elbows. It's really very sore. I don't know if it's tennis elbow or what it is, but hopefully some ibuprofen will take care of that. Pukaskwa River. Don't forget the ibuprofen. Oh, it's just throbbing. Xander's catching snakes and frogs. Big kid. Very nice.
It's cool, eh?
Yeah, it's got some red on it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Really nice. Likes my canoe.
Wants a lift.
He knows I'm safe. He's not sure about you. Fish on. We need that one. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Had to wade over this one, but look at the hills here. Beautiful. It's just getting better and better. One more rapid and then lunchtime. There are fish here, man. There are fish. I'm getting lots of bites. Yep. Yep. Nice eater. go. Oh, Sanders got one too. What a honey hole. Instantaneous. Beautiful. Much needed. Overdue for lunch. So help stretch the rations. It's gonna be good. Doing a little, just a light lemon pepper battering on this one. That's what I feel like today. And the larger one I chunked up a bit. This is a good amount of food. Feeling better about the food rations already.
Mine's looking good, eh? Almost ready. Almost ready, mine is.
It's 3:15, so we're overdue for lunch. This tastes amazing. We're gonna try and put in another couple hours today. And it's just beautiful in here. The glare is pretty bad on the rapids here. The sun's just shooting right down them. But we seem pretty clean here. Yeah. On to Crooked Rapids. I haven't found anywhere to camp yet, but it's a beautiful day. Bugs aren't out yet, unbelievably. We'll keep going. Xander has energy.
I have no energy at all.
I know, I don't know where that came from. He's tired, I'm tired. We just got into camp. It's getting kind of late in the day. We're pretty gassed, so we're really happy to find something good. It's not like the last 2 days where there were ample opportunities to camp. It's getting really thick in the shoreline, so yeah, we're thrilled with this. Pretty good camp for night number 3. Got our stuff sprawled all over as usual. Getting things dry at the end of the day. But it's not too bad. Oh man. I've got a little bit of rum here, I think I mentioned. Not much. 300 mils or so. It's chaga infused rum, 54%. Thanks again, Trent. And I would rather not carry it across the long portages coming up before the end of the river, so might as well get rid of it. That's really good. Xander has generously provided this smorgasbord of polenta with green onions, and I had one sausage left, the last of them. Gotta eat it up, go bad, so.
With green onions, man.
I've never had polenta before. You say it's like cornmeal, basically?
It is cornmeal.
Yeah.
It's just cornmeal.
It's good. It's a lot like mashed potatoes.
With Alfredo, green onions.
Oh, we got the Alfredo, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, provider. So we're going over maps for the next day. These are from Gord Martin. Fantastic notes on the river. George Trout's Pukaskwa River Canoe Guide. Great resource as well. And then once we get to the coast, we'll be using this one to get down Superior. And we will be, so right now we are coming down the Pukaskwa River here. We're almost halfway from our access point around here. And then we come up the coast of Superior. This is the most undeveloped stretch of Lake Superior or Great Lakes that there is. So there's nothing there. It's wonderful. Equally excited for that part of the trip. Just starting to get some mosquitoes tonight. Not too many. Not too many at all. Just mind-blowing how well that's worked out. But it's been cold. It's been below freezing the first 2 nights, so that's why, for sure. And it's supposed to be milder nights from now on, so like 5, 6, 7 degrees Celsius, so yeah. They're coming. All saddled up here. Got Xander right behind me. Tomorrow, late afternoon, a huge rainstorm is supposed to come in, and that's going to change the river dramatically. 30 mils or so of rain. The Pukaskwa isn't a huge watershed, but it has not too much soil, so it drains really fast. So the river could really jump. Very excited for the rest of it. It's hard to believe it's only the end of day 3 in the swing of the trip, and so much left to come. Morning of day 4, and this is going to be the last we'll see of the sun for a little while. It's a huge rainstorm coming in, and hopefully we'll set up camp in decent time today and get some rapids done first. We've got our coffee, we've got our non-calzone now, and I don't know what he made. He tried to make a calzone, he completely blew it. So we're starting today with a beautifully long section of swifts. Also helps us to make progress because you're moving pretty fast in swifts, as long as there's enough water to float us. Let's hope so. Nice moose there on the shore. Second moose of the trip, third if you include the drive here. Very nice. This is just a beautiful start to our day. Just pulled out here to have a look at this next rapid, Lafleur's Dam. An old forestry dam used to exist here. And it's supposed to be a difficult rapid. A considerable little ledge there. And then some maneuvering required at the bottom, our guide says. So.
This looks great. Pretty easy and straightforward, high flow, but not a problem. It's gonna bring you, there's too much going on here. Way too many rocks and boulders down here at the end. There's a few little holes that you can exit through, or openings that you can exit through, but it's just so littered with rocks that it doesn't make sense for us at this point in the trip.
Yeah, we're so remote. Spinning a boat here would be a real bad situation.
Yeah,
no roads, nothing. If you have to get out, you gotta call a helicopter, so.
Portage.
Yeah, take the port.
Okay, cool.
Oh, such a little one on here. Thank you. Looks like a big drop here for Slab Rock Falls. Mandatory portage. Hopefully it's in good shape.
comes the rain.
Oh, you got one. Yeah, he's right there.
Into the Boulder Rapid now, which is supposed to be straightforward, but Boulder Falls is just downstream. So just don't mess it up. It's going to push me hard into this rock here. Just got to Oxford Ledge. Beautiful spot to camp. We're gonna call it a day early because the rain's coming on and we could use a partial rest day. It's 4 o'clock or so, I think.
There have been a lot of obstacles, so that's probably realistic.
I'm feeling pretty confident. It's my favorite camp by a long shot so far. Well, the first one was pretty cool. Second camp was pretty cool.
Second's my fave.
Yeah. This feels like a wilderness campsite.
I really look forward to this moment every day. I really miss just air on my skin. I'm looking forward to some time in the canoe where I don't have to wear this, but we're in it for safety, and it's nice in the rain too. It's like an all-over raincoat, so can't complain, but it feels great to have it off. Wet day here. Xander collected the rain off the tarp. There's tons of it. Nice, beautiful, clear water. And with that, we're not going to have a fire. Could, but it's just not worth the trouble. Having dry granola with powdered milk and nuts. Xander's doing steel cutouts on this burner. Beautiful place, but today is going to be probably a pretty nasty day. Wet with portages. Little beaver. Clean little run. Trying to use the double blade whenever I can. Save my elbows. They're still quite inflamed, but ibuprofen is helping a lot. The start of the Pukaskwa River, which are class 3 in total, but this section here is just class 1. But there's some nasty ones downriver that will be portages most likely.
What a beautiful spot. Coming up to Fun Falls, which is a class 3 ledge. Apparently it can be run, but yeah, if you mess up out here, the consequences are so high.
I'm gonna run it.
Yeah? Yeah. I think I'll also run it. Like, it's a good place if you dump. It's very safe. So before the class 3 ledge, there's also a rapid to navigate, which has a fair amount of volume. Clean tongue down there. Looks fine, but it is pushy. It's gonna get me over to the right. I'll have to make sure I get left into the I don't know, there is like a little side flow there, but it should be fine. Just an incredible spot. Okay, here we go. First class 3 I've ever run. It's an easy class 3, but still a class 3. Even this is pretty beefy in here. I want to get positioned over to the left. Get my line for the falls. I came at it from the left, but it still worked out okay. It's hard to see the tongue from the top of it when it's such a steep little drop. And I knew there's a canoe killer. Woo! A canoe killer on the right, just a really jagged rock. I really wanted to miss that, and I overcompensated, but we could have portaged around Fun Falls in less time. Whoa. Fair amount of water in the boat here. But we would never be talking about the experience of portaging around Fun Falls. I guarantee we'll be talking about this for the rest of the trip and probably longer. Oh, what a rush. Yeah, buddy! Woo! Yeah. I came in too far to the left. Yeah, I saw. I knew I wanted to clear the right, but I overcompensated, but found the tongue right at the end. Okay, now we got like 6 portages. So last night we camped at Oxford Ledge. Came down here, ran all these rapids, ran them all till Fun Falls, ran that too. But yeah, these ones, 200, 365, 250, 100. I think there's another one on the next map. Those are portages by the sounds of it. Moments later, we're on to the next portage. Another pretty beefy one. Could be run, not by us. Yeah. This is certainly a tough run. Portage number 4. One left today. Last port. Feeling very excited about that. We're through the Pukaskwa Rapids, all 5 of them. We portaged them all. Probably could have run the first and last, but they were C2 tech, and just the risk reward. Like Fun Falls was low risk and a lot of fun. All of these ones, they have a pin risk, and yeah, it's just so remote here. There are no roads whatsoever, no forestry roads. We're really on our own out here, and we're responsible for ourselves. We do have
SOS beacons, SATCOM devices. I've got a Zoleo here in my pocket. Aaron tells me, makes me promise to keep it in my life jacket pocket in case anything went awry. The life jacket should be on me. So yeah, we're playing it safe and we're having a great time. Very excited to be through this section. There's a 2.5 kilometer portage coming up, but for now we're we're kind of done for the day, so it feels good.
Okay, we're at the infamous, notorious Two Pants Portage. Thankfully someone put that sign up there because it's hard to see.
We're camping here. It's not great, but the alternative is to do this entire 2.5 portage today. We might take the canoes across, we'll see about it. First, get this off. Hot cup of tea, cheesy garlic bread, and we're cooking the rest of the sausages just to make sure they don't go bad. The garlic bread is also somewhat prone to turning moldy, so can't let any food go moldy. Tomorrow is supposed to be a nicer day. We'll be eating fish for sure. We're doing okay for food though. We've been snacking a lot for lunches and not really eating meals. Good sized breakfast sees us through quite a lot. We're only on day 5.
I know.
You really got to be careful.
I know. We have to get home alive. Ideally.
We're about to take our canoes down the Two Pants Portage, just make tomorrow a little easier, lighten the loads on our bodies, and I'm sure we'll be happy we did tomorrow.
This trail's in pretty good shape so far. It has an interesting history. It was a tote road back when this area was logged, which I think was about 100 years ago, 1930s. It's got bear poop and there's some moose poop. I'm sure the animals know it. And yeah, we're doing some clearing as we go, but overall it's better than expected. Oh, Xander just found some more. That looks more like wolf to me. That looks more like wolf. Got my bear spray on my hip. Trail was pretty decent until you get to the area that crosses the falls, and here it's, yeah, there's not much of a trail at all. But we'll get through. After a considerable search, some good thinking, especially on Xander's part, to question why the trail got so bad. We're back on our way. Animals like using this trail, and the water does too.
Back to camp. Trail is clear, canoes are across. Gotta take the rest tomorrow morning, but we set ourselves up for a great day. Can't wait. Gonna get the rest of my wet stuff off and crawl into the hammock gleefully.
What do you want for breakfast?
I don't know. Should do something hearty. Almost ready to get on our way today, and we should get to Lake Superior by end of day tomorrow. And the lake can't come soon enough for our bodies. Pretty banged up. Yesterday I slashed my eye on a portage with a branch. It stunned me and I went down on my knees. It was like I got punched in the face somehow from this branch like this thick. And when I was down on my knees, I twisted this knee pretty badly. I was able to carry on, but overnight it really seized up. So, it's going to be wonderful to get to Superior, where there are no portages. The river's been amazing, but I'm really excited for the stretch of the Lake Superior.
I'm all jacked up and ready to go!
So we're camped around here. Today we finished the Two Pants Portage. Carry on down Twin Falls, Swifts, another falls. Hopefully get past Gorge Rapid. There's not a portage marked around that one, so might be some lining or running involved. And yeah, we might get pretty close to Superior today. Exciting.
So yesterday we figured out why this is called the 2 pants portage. You need a second pair of pants when you're done. Oh wait. We are done, I don't know, most of the portage. We have 1.5 kilometers left with the last load, and some blue skies are coming out. Beautiful. We're gonna check out the gorge here.
Soon we'll be through Ringham's Gorge, big milestone for the trip, and by tomorrow we should be at Lake Superior, I think. It's tended to be harder than we expect, so we'll see, but I think we're on pace to do it. But this is a great reward for it all, seeing this powerful water down there.
Here at last, 3 kilometers later, triple carried. Whew.
So we took the 2 pants portage, and you're supposed to be able to put in here after a ledge or carry on past this island where there are some bony rapids on either side. Our trail, we didn't see any put-ins here. Our trail went up here and put in way down here, so 3 kilometers in total. So the trail led to this put-on this tiny tributary, and just gonna cruise on down to the river from here. Yeah, putting in at the end of this trail meant an extra 500 meters of portaging. We should have bushwhacked down to the river earlier.
That's pretty impressive. Big sandbank. Feels good to be on our way again. Wow. Twin Falls ahead and some big hills. Beautiful. So nice to be back on the river. Coming around the corner to Twin Falls. So in theory you could come down here, but this rooster tail here where the water sprays up, you can see a rock there, and I don't think there's enough water to clear it. The far channel actually looks better, but it'd be much harder to scout, so we're just gonna portage? You're gonna run this? It's gonna push you into that rock. Okay. We decided to err on the side of caution and portage. Love to try this rapid somewhere else, less remote, but just risk reward wasn't worth it. It's black fly day. They have come out today. They're not peak level by any means, but I don't know, they're 40 around my head, so they're around, but we've been lucky so far to not have had them. So when the buds come out on the deciduous trees, you can see all those trees are budding up, and that's when I find the black flies are not far behind. Yahoo! Look at this. Bill Mason, paddling icon, has a well-known painting from here. Beautiful painting of his red canvas canoe. You can can see why he chose this spot. It's incredible. Just a little ways downstream, there's an island. River forks around it, and it's got an even better view. Maybe this is where Mason painted. Nice log for sitting by the fire. Oh, what do you think?
I think Bill Mason painted a beautiful landscape here. This is also going to be the spot where I paint a beautiful nude painting of John. Right there.
Oh, man, this is so good. It's so hard to turn down. We wanted to make a bit more progress today. It's 4 o'clock, and we burnt most of the last day on that portage. So we couldn't resist. We've made the decision to stay here. It's just too good. We have time. We're doing fine for food, I think, and if we keep up the fish, we'll be fine. This is too good. Amazing spot. Oh, I'm so thrilled about this site. We got to dry stuff out too. We've been wet the last 48 hours plus, so lots of room to sprawl stuff out, get dry in preparation for the oncoming days, which will probably be wet again. And yeah, we're just gonna soak this up. This feels too good to be true. This is my favorite campsite of the trip for sure. Only close one would be the second campsite on that really serene spot where we set up the stone fire ring. This is just phenomenal. Cobblestone beach, $1 million view of these cliffs, a fork in the river here, we're on an island. It's just magical. I'm so happy. Big white pines all around us. Birds are calling. It's just wonderful. Yeah, I skipped a rock. Not very well. Oh, the knee. Oh, that's not good. Let the fuse. Say goodbye to the black fly. Mixing up a little celebratory cocktail. Excellent rum. Actually, I don't want to potentially waste that much of it. It's good. With some orange electrolyte mix. Let's see. Creature. Gollum. Not bad. Pretty good. Pretty good. I could use something, but out here it's perfect. All right, Xander's fishing the east branch of this fork. I'm fishing the west. If we got a brook trout here, then this campsite truly is magic. No fish, but Xander hooked me up with a veggie lasagna, which sounds fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
He's very generous, man.
And I got a regular lasagna.
I'm gonna repay him somehow.
I can't possibly conceive of how you can repay me for this.
It's true. This is really priceless. Food in the middle of nowhere. I was just thinking, actually, as we were setting up camp, this is probably the most remote place either of us have been. There's nothing around here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Xander and I really love filming, and we've been waiting for hours hoping that there would be a break in the clouds where the sun just shoots through onto the hill, and it's 9 o'clock and that moment just came. And I think the filming is it detracts from the experience, but it's something we love, like fishing or
Wildlife sightings, just getting moments to film that are just perfect. Love it.
Northern Lights, man. Yeah, I'm up and out. This is a fair bit better than what we saw at St. Raph. Yeah. This campsite is magic. One of the most magical campsites I've ever stayed at. Having coffee and breakfast there by the river, we were just so full of joy. Time to pack up. This is another reason why I love hammocks. I probably wouldn't have seen the Northern Lights, wouldn't have gotten up to check, but I set up my hammock here so I could have a view of the hill, already incredible, but also a north view to this open sky, and that allowed me to see that there was a glow on the horizon without even having to get up. You know, if you're in a tent, you might not be inclined to actually get up and check. So that made me get up, and sure enough, the lights were shimmering. It's just been surreal, this campsite. I can see why Bill Mason painted it. Today, we should be on to Superior, and we'll see if Superior can top this. I have a feeling it will, because it's my favorite lake on earth, but this was a good one. On our way. Just above the first waterfall here today, and there's a 450 meter portage around it up this steep bank in this swirling eddy. Really awkward takeout. Pukaskwa River, East Pukaskwa River. We're at the confluence. Now the two of them combined, they're making a pretty solid river. There's Gorge Rapid ahead. We're not sure if we'll be able to run it. It'll be pretty beefy if we can. And then beyond that, there's Schist Falls to close out the river. Gorge Rapid is right behind us. There's no portage around this one. The guide says you can line on river right and then carry around the last fast section, but it should be runnable, it sounds like. We're hoping to ease our way down, but hearts are racing a little already. Xander's gonna run this first little section here and eddy out. Can't see the end, that's the sketchy part, and that's where it's supposed to be the beefiest. Awesome. Feels like the culmination of all of our struggles through this river. Just the unknown power of moving water. But we're almost through it. The last obstacle is the must portage for us. Waterfall. Schist Falls is just downriver, and we're looking for our takeout. Hopefully not too close to the lip of the falls. All that separates us from completing this river is an 1,100 meter portage. Very exciting. We're both relieved. Superior is going to be, has its own challenges, but I'm well acquainted with them. Xander has never paddled Superior before, so I'm really excited to share that experience with him. It should be magical. Second load across. Woo! Pukaskwa River complete. On the water, feels amazing. We're sizing up lures, not too much here. Not sure what's going to be at the mouth here. A little Cleo. Very excited for the fishing and trolling on the big lake. That river beat us up. We were pretty bruised and humbled, and the big lake can be humbling too, but I know it. Xander got a fish on first cast. Oh, it's pike? Oh, okay. You want the net? Oh, there he goes, perfect. Surprisingly, just that one small pike so far for Xander. And it's surprising because this is very remote and it's an outflow to Lake Superior. There's no civilization for almost 100 kilometers either direction, north or south, down or up the coast. So these waters are not fished often. Oh, no. We're both so relieved to be here. The second leg of the trip begins, and it should be, I think, a lot less demanding. Not sure how long it'll take us, but we'll see what the conditions are. We'll go with the flow and just enjoy ourselves. It's so surreal being on this calm lake. Just feel like the last 7 days have been so turbulent. Yeah, it's weird. It feels like we just got dumped into another world. I'm loving it though. It's like paddling through an art gallery, but all the exhibits are rocks. We're at our first point of interest here along the coast. Pukaskwa Depot. Used to be a bustling little lumber town, lumber community I guess, but had a doctor and blacksmith and all kinds of tradespeople. Amazing life to imagine. This particular community, their job was to log up the Pukaskwa River and the tributaries. They would cut the lumber in the winter, haul it out to the river by horses, and then let it come down the river in the spring with the freshet, and then they'd haul it all the way to Sault Ste. Marie. Pretty amazing. Come a long way in a short time. Imogene Cove has made it for a beautiful start to this coastal trip, and we're on to Bonhomie Cove next. But and well, part of the reason we want to do that today while it's calm is right here, Point La Canadienne, there is a reflection wave danger. Reflection waves are when it's a wavy day, but when the waves bounce up against like a rock face and then go back out,
So you get these waves crisscrossing and they create irregular waves and just much harder conditions than the regular waves would present. So tomorrow it looks like the winds will kick up. It'd be really good to get around that. We'll pick and choose our times wisely on this trip to take small risks. Sometimes you have to if you want to make progress. It's all got to be calculated though. That's awesome. Perfect little portal. Echo! Bonami Cove. Almost home for the night. This flower pot rock here. We're working fast here to get camp set up, get dinner on. We are hungry. That was a big day. And we basically snacked for lunch, so really hungry, glad to be here. It's been raining lightly for a while, but it's holding off. Oh, deep breath. So I had penne, but no dehydrated sauce. That's at home. But Xander had some extra Alfredo, so we're doing penne Alfredo, and we just had a little garlic bread appetizer to use that up. Much needed.
I was afraid John left all his dehydrated food at home.
The ratio of penne to Alfredo sauce was a complete guess, so
Yeah.
probably could have used another, but it's too late for that.
Another what? Another Alfredo?
Alfredo.
Yeah, but
Or
we can
more.
save that for later.
But
Can
yeah.
Alfredo a fish later.
Just finished dinner and setting up camp, and the rain seems to be picking up, so that's good timing. And we're ready to go to bed anyway. We're wiped. The river took a ton out of us, but now we've got a much more relaxing pace here. Beautiful surroundings, and I'm looking forward to waking up tomorrow and seeing what it brings. Day 8, picking up here in Bonami Cove. It's like settling in how amazing this is to be out here. I think yesterday we were just too beaten down to fully appreciate it. It was obviously beautiful, but today I'm feeling it. And I can't wait for the rest of this coast. Today is a momentous day. From the clothing bag, I just pulled out a fresh shirt. Day 8. Clean laundry. It feels amazing. Such a luxury. We shouldn't be getting too sweaty for the rest of the trip, I don't think, unless we get into some hard paddling unexpectedly.
On our way for day 8, we've come down the Pukaskwa River out to here, the very bottom of Pukaskwa National Park, came up to Bonami Cove, and today we work our way up to Cascade Falls. We have the rest of this to go. Coming up to the mouth of Tagoosh Creek. We'll fish this for sure. It is a lot more impressive than we imagined. Isolated forest fire here. It's beautiful. Swells are getting big. There's a shoal up here somewhere. I saw it poke out. Vibe changes pretty quick, eh? Oh man, these swells are getting big. Cannot let your guard down in these conditions. We're paddling offshore, just getting a little break behind this island. But we're paddling offshore because it's even choppier on the shore where the reflection waves are. Ahead of us is a big point called Otter Head, and we just have to get past that, and then we should be in a more sheltered area to get to Cascade Falls. Big swell coming in here. Okay, we gotta get further away from shore here. Take my hands off the paddle right now. Swells are sizable. And we almost around this point, we'll be fine. The waves are starting to break out there in open water, so that's what changes this. If they're breaking in open water, then they can come over the gunnels, come off the boat. They're okay for now. Be around the point soon in the clear. Surprisingly, the swells aren't as bad here. They were worse half a kilometer ago. I thought this might be the worst point. Made it around Otter Head. Now pulling into calm waters of Deep Harbor. Good feeling. Ah, that's nice. It's so loud out there too. Out here it seems so quiet. Very peaceful now. So much warmer here. Nice break here, coffee and pad thai is a treat.
Just had lunch down there, and it's so calm over there. And then just here on the point, the wind is really, really picking up. So glad we've gotten to where we have so far, so we're not trapped somewhere. Should be able to paddle for a while yet in this sheltered area.
Yo, it's amazing out here.
That big island back there is Otter Island, and we're into Otter Cove now. Big cliffs. Man, that wind is strong. It's almost too strong. Just about to round the corner to Cascade Falls. Whoa. Yeah, baby. That's incredible. Right into the lake.
Just incredible. Spirits are high tonight. This is wonderful. It's not so loud back there either, which is nice for camping beside falls. Big cobblestone beach, endless firewood. You don't burn the big driftwood. It's considered like a, I don't know, somewhat of an artifact. But all these beaver chewed sticks are good. It's gonna be a great night. Falls are just through there, and I was trying to find somewhere for the hammock. Stumbled upon this. Had no idea it was here. Old box spring. Wow, what a place to have a little cabin. Can you imagine? And I'll set up right in here.
My poking stick, by the way.
Apparently there's a trail that goes up to the top of the falls. We can try and check that out. Pretty cool driftwood shelter in here. Wow. It's pretty sizable actually. Looks like it's been here for quite a while. Not bad. Little bonus surprise up here. Another waterfall. Yeah, so cool. 3 chutes. Wow. Fabulous.
This is a beautiful evening. The black flies coming on strong, changed the vibe at camp for sure. But it's possible not to enjoy this. We're having Xander's rice and beef. Looks really good.
From Kevin Ride's book.
First cast, Xander gets a pike right after dinner. Just can't get him at the right times. So your first wavy experience on Superior, how did it feel?
It was good, man. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. They got pretty big, and there was a few moments where I was like, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But, you know, being with Jonathan, a very experienced large body of water paddler, I felt nice and secure in the comforts of his company.
Yeah, a capsize would be awful out there in terms of recovering the boat. Tomorrow we've got a big exposure called the Ramparts. Huge cliffs, it sounds like. Looks like from the topo. And we'll see if we can get around that. If not, it won't be a big distance day. But we're gonna have to play it by ear. That's how it goes out in this lake. This is just magic. Very special. Bedtime here. Pooched. Looking forward to a good sleep. And I'll be sleeping beside the haunted cabin. See you tomorrow. Hopefully.
Morning. Made it through the night at the haunted cabin. To be completely honest, there were some noises I can't reconcile. But I'm alive and now listening to the sound of the thrush.
Getting on our way, trying to leave these black flies behind. And we might have thunderstorms today. Big exposure. See how far we get. Fish on the troll, just as we're leaving the waterfall. Should I keep for lunch if it's any good? Not fighting really at all. What is it? Oh, there it goes. And it's off.
Ah, damn.
Didn't even get a look. That's the worst.
Oh!
You're kidding.
Oh, I took the hook.
The actual,
Metal thing.
the little eyelet broke off. Wow. Dang, one good run and it was gone. Now I'm wondering if it was big. It's not easy to rip these out. This is a brand new lure too.
Poor fish.
Yeah, single barbless hook though, so it should fall out. Yeah.
He'll be alright. Probably has a sweet, like, lip ring. Emo fish. He's gonna get all the girl fishies.
Loves Blink 182.
Just like we did.
Just like we did. Today we go down from Cascade Falls down the coast, continue past Triangle Harbor, Trappers Harbor, down to hopefully, we're hoping to get past this section, the Ramparts. Specifically says wait till calm, so I suspect that's a pretty nasty section. And this is the coastal hiking trail that comes in. So we could encounter hikers if they're willing to brave the black flies.
Nice cave back there. Not an ideal day for checking it out though. Some solid swells getting through this section here. And the only thing making it safe is the fact that they're not breaking. If they start breaking into waves, then we're off the water. For now, we're good. We're taking a little break here in Triangle Harbor. The reflection waves are pretty nasty back there. Xander's feeling a little sick, probably seasickness. Hopefully nothing actually, not a stomach bug or anything like that. I think he'll be all right with a little rest. Yeah, let's keep that. There you go. Xander got a pike here. Should be a nice fish fry for us. Fish in the bag. Right, cook it up right here, right at the mouth of the Swallow River. Beautiful. We'll use the stick stove so we don't scorch the rocks. So nice cooking up fish with two people. One cleans, one gets the fire going. That's why I keep them around. Fish in the hand. Season in the hand. Fish in the pan. Lemon, pepper. Love this. Oh yeah, it's gonna be some good calories right there. Decided to do it kind of like popcorn chicken style, and we got some wraps to use up. Woo-wee. It's gonna be good. That's good. On a long trip with someone, tempers can flare. Rarely with us, never really. But sometimes you can just have a little pent-up frustration. And the key to that is, of course, communication. Failing that, violence. Hey. Waiting up the little swip here at the mouth of the Swallow River. There's supposed to be some falls up ahead. Xander, what do you say?
You like it?
You like it? Totally worth it. Our map guide just said that Swallow Falls is worth exploring. No photos, nothing more. I've never heard of it elsewhere. We were close to overlooking it, decided to pop up. You know, we might never be back here. So glad we did. It's the best falls of the trip and one of the best falls we've ever seen. It's not a jumble of rocks, but one flawless slab. And that just makes it that much more incredible. Reflection waves bounce back out.
We've been waiting for the right hill to hike up. Is it ever worth it? Perfect place to get out and hike up a hill. The view couldn't be better. In the distance there, I can see that it looks all kind of shrouded. I'm sure it's raining over there. So far, we've missed the rain today. That was a jaw-dropping little hike. We're back on the coast, paddling down toward the ramparts, which are just coming into view. There's a bit of fog around the base of the hills. It looks beautiful. Conditions are pretty good. They've gotten better today, surprisingly. So we're gonna go for it. Started on the previous map today at Cascade Falls, came across Swallow River up to Swallow Falls. We hiked up this hill here, and now we're hoping to carry on past the ramparts over here. Beautiful here in North Swallow Cove, and those are the ramparts ahead. Made it. Just as we get past the ramparts, the wind is really picking up. There are storms in the area, so you never know, one could be blowing through, but that's how quickly things can change out here. The ramparts, in a matter of a half hour, could become a totally different situation. So, we're glad to be through it. It's close to dinner time. We've only got a couple kilometers left. If we like Simon's Harbor there. If not, then we'll carry on. Another more campsite, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 kilometers farther. But we'll at least have dinner there. I'm hungry. It's been a pretty solid day. There's a bear! Big bear just as we're pulling into camp. She is not perturbed by us. Don't see any cubs. Whoa. Fighting a tough headwind to get into camp here. Xander, did we find a campsite here?
No, we didn't.
Does one exist here?
No, there doesn't. Maybe there does. I don't know, but it's in a silly spot.
On to the next site. Nice looking beach ahead. That'll be home for tonight.
this is day 9, right?
Yeah.
9th campsite. It's one of the best we've had. Just an incredible sweeping view of the lake. Pristine sand.
It's so nice here. Take off your shoes.
Okay. Xander's going for a dip. He's gonna regret this. No. Oh. Woo! That is brutally cold, even with a dry suit on.
Okay.
It's freezing.
Did it.
I'm here in my Bugs jacket. Ooh, with a bum knee. I got a bug bite on my lip, so it's swollen now. It's hard standing next to that guy. Got a fantastic sight on the beach. I don't know where he finds this energy. It's late. We need dinner. You getting on that? I take it the water was invigorating.
That was good.
Oh.
I'll go back in. I was thinking about jumping back in again.
Day 10, we're all packed up, ready to go after coffee and breakfast. And yesterday, day 9, set the bar pretty high. That was an incredible day with the black bear, the fish fry, the lookout, the scenery, the waves, and this campsite at the end of it. Day 9 set the bar pretty high, so it'll be interesting to see what we get up to today. We're really in the groove of things here. Sad to be toward the back end of the trip. Looking like storms. There have been storms in the forecast, thunderstorms. I haven't got one yet. Really big swells coming around this point. Lake's getting pretty rough. Might not be a long day for us on the water. There's some pretty big swells. Feeling like we'll probably have to get off the water pretty soon.
Yeah, we're getting off the water. It's hard to tell how big these swells are. Holy, they lift you right up. Once we get in there, we're kind of committed. Let's try it. Our safety is more important. Hopefully we can get out and wade the boats in. Okay. Thank you. That's how fast it turns on Superior. 1 second you're all right. The next, you're desperately looking for a landing. Oh. When a 5 to 6 foot swell broke in open water, that's when we knew we had to get off right away.
That was the most scared I've been on this trip.
Yeah.
That was off-road.
Yeah, for sure. Look at this. Like, that's a substantial force. You can't paddle against that. Some white caps out there, but it really belies how dangerous it is.
Glad we're here.
Yeah, this is a relief.
Marooned.
Marooned. Got no agenda for today now, so we're hanging out up here for a while. It's a great place to be. Predator. What did the headline read when the ship carrying prosthetics sunk? All hands lost. Back to our little refuge, and we'll set up camp soon if things don't change. Wind is still building. Looking for somewhere to camp. Got a pretty cool spot here in the end. We'll be safe here. Not gonna drown on land. It's not worth the risk today. Just got set up and it's getting worse. We're definitely here for the night. Just had lunch, gonna relax for a little bit. There's not much that we can do. Wind is building still. Gonna jump on rest, let the waters relax a bit. That'd be good for us. Great little spot for me here. This line of trees does a great job of cutting the wind. Makes a big impact so my tarp's not getting hammered. So we only made 3 or 4 kilometers today. We started over here and we only made it down to here. We're in that little cove where my thumb is, near One Lake Island. We're hoping to at least, we knew the weather was gonna be tough today, but we were hoping to at least make it to Fisherman's Cove. We've heard is really nice. You can see a cliff there on the topo map, but this is what we got and we're making the best of it. On the overview, we came down the park, started at the bottom of the park, and that's where we are now. Still close to half left until we get back to the park office.
Beautiful, man.
What a show. Eight o'clock, just finished dinner, and we were officially spending the night here. You can't stay on non-designated sites along the coast except for safety, and that's obviously the situation we're in. We'd much rather be in Fisherman's Cove where we intended on camping tonight, but that's just the way Superior works, and we had a really good restful day that was probably needed anyway. And tomorrow we'll be waking up at 4 a.m. We've got everything ready, we've got our fire ready, water filtered, everything packed up that we can, and we're doing fine for food too because of rationing, eating fish, and Xander overpacking. So yeah, we're doing fine in that department. Tomorrow night could be our last night depending on how it goes. "4 a.m. Doesn't sound like we're going anywhere. The lake is still very unsettled. Messaged Erin, and she said that wave heights are supposed to be 3 to 4 feet this morning, settling down to 1 to 2 later today. So hopefully we'll get away yet, but not right now. After 1 p.m. and the swells are still pretty big. Having lunch and then hoping that we can start to pack up. It is settling a bit. Hopefully we can leave soon. I'm getting a little stir crazy.
11th day of the trip, and it looks like it'll be the second day where we're stuck here. Beautiful place to be stuck. We're not miserable by any stretch, but if we hadn't been windbound, we could probably be almost completing the trip right now, pulling into the park office. Both missing home a bit. Loving this trip. It's been so diverse. We've got waves and rapids and real highs and lows. Great wildlife and scenery. Beautiful brook trout on the river. And here we're just reflecting on all of it. Yesterday the wind was ripping. Like it could push you over. And today there's not much wind, but the lake is still very unsettled. There's still breaking waves out in open water. And that's the main concern here. All it takes is one to break over the gunnels and then you're swamped out there. So we're not going to endanger ourselves. We have time. We're well rested now at least. Ready for the rest of the trip whenever we can start.
Beautiful, like you want to go swimming in it, but it's deadly.
Yeah. If there was a sheltered little bay around a rock, I might go for a bath, but
yeah,
no. I'd get hammered in there.
Get exfoliated nice and good.
Yeah. Getting close to dinner. We're gonna be stuck here for another night. And you start to look for things to do. We watched some inflatable that was out on the lake. We watched it for at least an hour, hoping it would come to us. Drifted away, so we're on to something new. Just looking for artifacts or anything here in this cobblestone beach. Found some iron bars that I'm sure must have been forestry relics. Still some old planks and stuff that drift up. What do you got? Oh yeah. Whoa. Practicing a Z-drag pulley system here for extracting a pin canoe. Xander's pulleys. Another way to kill the time.
It works.
Finishing up dinner here. I am down to almost no food and we'll be relying on Xander for the rest of whatever we need. I've got some peanuts, some rice with nothing to put on them. Craft dinner, some ketchup packets, coffee, much more coffee. There's sriracha, powdered milk. This is a block of cheese I put in a vinegar soaked cheesecloth to see if it helps preserve it. Cliff Bar, that's it. That's what I'm down to.
You really should have brought your food, because I can't. Why'd you go ahead and forget your things? That was a bad idea, man. Silly and embarrassing. And you're gonna starve. Good luck finding food out here. I hear there might be some lichen under that rock. Some of the rocks around here. Make spruce tea. Fill yourself up with water, maybe some bark. You can try eating leaves, but I don't know how much nutrients in them. I'd start with the lichen. Maybe the lichen will work. Yeah, try the lichen.
8 p.m. We're trying to get to bed already. Alarm set for 4 a.m. and hopefully we can get up early and get some good time on the water. I'd love not only to make some good progress back tomorrow, but also to show Xander just what a joy it is to be paddling on a Glasscom Superior. So, fingers crossed. just gonna go down to the lake first, have a look. 4 a.m. Waves are still crashing. Feels quite breezy. And it's cold, it's about 4 degrees Celsius. It's 5:30. Birds are calling. Feels like it's gonna be a good day. I'm sure we can get out of here at least. We'll see how far we get. Oh, blast. 2 days windbound. That's the longest I've ever been windbound on Superior or any other lake. Ah, feels great. It's very exposed through here, and that's one more reason why we couldn't leave yesterday. The waves were enough, but knowing the exposure ahead was just made an easy decision. Beautiful morning. Being windbound for 2 days will sure make you appreciate being out here. This feels joyful. Oh, we just love some calm conditions. Coming into Wazoo Bay now. Gotta watch for those shoals. We're approaching Gibbs Harbor, and there's a reflection wave warning on the map here, and that's pretty true. It seems the waves, the swells are really chopping up here, and it's always hard to tell. It never comes across on film, but it's pretty choppy today. Safe enough to paddle with dry suits, but we have open canoes. You know, we're not kayaks or deck canoes, and that's a big difference. One big swell breaking over your canoe will completely swamp it, full of water, and there's no time to bail at that point, because now you're sitting lower in the water. The next swell can easily come over the gunnels. It just changes what your limits are. Just cleared that reflection wave danger section, hoping that things aren't so rough moving on, or we could be back to land. Time for another break on this beautiful beach. Oh, the sun feels good. It is cold. We're passing the mouth of Shotwatch Cove. We were considering landing there, but it's not a really nice place to land right now with this wave direction. So we're going to continue on. We have about a 4-kilometer exposure here until Willow River. So that's about an hour of paddling probably. Unpleasant paddling, to be honest. So we'll be happy when we get there, and then we might take a long break and wait for conditions to settle a bit more. What? I think we should get off. I can see waves when I close my eyes.
Can you?
Yeah.
This is the first time I haven't been nauseous in a few days.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
So happy. So it's only noon, and we're trapped here for probably 5 or 6 hours before there's much chance of things settling down out there. Hopefully we can move on today, and we're only 15 kilometers from the park office now, So we're so close yet so far. Gonna cook up lunch and probably just have a nap on the rocks. Not much else to do.
Except wait.
Had lunch, coffee, fell asleep on the rocks for a bit. Xander's still sleeping. I couldn't sleep anymore, so I hiked up this hill. North Shore is in view. We're almost there. But it's hard to tell what the conditions are in the lake. We're very tucked away in this cove. But there are still some breaking waves in open water. That's kind of my litmus test for us. We'll try again in a bit. So we killed about 4 hours in this really secluded bay. I just paddled out to the edge and it looks like we have a paddling window here where it's safe. So we're gonna take it and see how far we get. Pretty good. Conditions are way better now. Very glad that we took a break. Just need a fish. Here at the mouth of the Willow River, and we might have dinner on. I can't believe that we have not had better luck trolling so far. Got this one on the troll. And it's it's a trout. I think it was a lake trout. I hope it was, because brookies you can't keep unless they're at least, I believe, 23 inches. And I wouldn't keep a 23-inch brook trout. No!
Oh, you lost it?
I was just about to net it. Its nose was touching the net. It was a lake trout. Oh, that sums up our fishing on Superior so far. Oh, let's see if we can get another. Sandra's got a fish on. Beautiful campsite here. Willow River 2. Could take it, but we're gonna press on. That little rainbow? Can't tell. What the heck? Yeah. So.
The rainbow trout?
Yeah, I believe it is. Yep. It's a rainbow.
Hurry up and net this thing, please.
Here, I'll just. Nice, man.
Oh, yes!
Good job. Good job.
Oh my god.
Your first brookie and your first rainbow trout all in one trip. That's special. Is that dinner?
Is that this for a second?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. Very nice rainbow. Yeah, like that. All right. Look at that. Nice, man.
Is that ball?
Congrats. Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Xander's pretty excited with his first rainbow. I'm glad for him. I probably oversold the fishing here. I'm used to it being very good at this time of year in Superior, and it hasn't been, so I'm glad he got something. Making our way through a 4 or 5 kilometer exposure between Willow River and White River, and we're gonna stop soon for a rainbow trout fish fry. It's getting later in the day, so we pulled off the lake. Beautiful spot near the mouth of the White River. Xander's playing up our dinner. Crispy calamari. All right.
Rainbow trout charcuterie.
Charcuterie. Running out of real estate.
1, 2, 3, yum.
Cheers, yum.
Yep.
Oh.
I can dig it.
It's after 7. We got a few more kilometers to Picture Rock Harbor where we plan to camp. Wind is picking up again, but we're still able to travel. So close. Just want to get there and then we'll be set up for should be a clean exit tomorrow. Pulling into our 12th and final camp. Seems a little overgrown, but it's got a fire pit, grill. That'll do. We'll sleep anywhere. It was a long day, 4 a.m. It's 8 o'clock now, I think. Saving one swig of rum for the final night. More than one swig. Go see if we can find sunset. We're tucked away in here. Whew. Can we go under this? Wow.
That's awesome.
Don't sneeze.
Yo. This is cool. How precarious.
Well, we couldn't quite find a lookout. This will have to do. It's pretty beautiful still. And that wind is still ripping. Just relentless.
Final morning, final breakfast, final coffee, final paddle. Hard to believe. Yeah. This morning I'll be partaking of Xander's Dino Egg Instant Oats. We know we're going to A&W pretty soon. That's all we have up here. So we're taking it easy on the breakfast to save room for the good stuff.
Okay, we don't have very much left.
That too. Yeah, we thought we'd do this trip in maybe 12 days. Was my most realistic guess, and more if we were windbound significantly, and that's how it played out. But close enough. 13.
Lucky number 13.
Lucky 13. On the water at 5:45. Our final stretch out of here. Campbell Point there is the last remaining barrier, but we knew that it was going to be pretty calm this morning, and that seems to be the case. Our first relatively calm paddling on Superior. Coming around Campbell Point.
Jonathan, Ontario!
Alright, we're in the home stretch. Last kilometer, what an unbelievable trip. Such a range of experiences. We went from grueling physical labor getting through the start of that river, some real scares, realizing I forgot my entire cache of dehydrated food, missed that so much, but Xander hooked me up. Then we got into some brook trout and rapids that really tested us, really scared us, threw us out into this big lake where the waves were not so kind, but you know, we got by. Your first brook trout, your first rainbow trout, northern lights, bears, moose. Like, what an experience. What an experience. Unforgettable.
The best trip to date for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Easily, you can say that easily?
Yeah, man. Mississauga was like one of the first big ones I did, and that always holds a place in my heart. But this one, it just had everything, man. It'll be so hard to top.
Yeah.
So hard to top.
Yeah, I know. Where to go from here? It's a tough river. Would you recommend this trip?
Yeah, if you can canoe C3, yes.
Yeah.
1000%. If not, yes. I mean, it's like so nice to be able to come out and do the Puck coastline the way we did without having to get a ferry, and splitting the trip into two parts, doing a river for the first half and then doing big lake paddling.
Mm-hmm.
Just so diverse and cool, and it's really 2 trips in one.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it. Yeah.
An extremely remote river, no forestry roads even getting close to it, and then you get out here to the most remote coast on the Great Lakes. Incredible. 2 trips in one.
2 in 1.
And Fun Falls.
Fun Falls.
That was such a blast.
That was so fun. And then watching, like, in the moment it felt so extreme, and then watching the video after is like, bloop. Just like
The video doesn't do it justice.
Doesn't do it justice.
It doesn't convey like the mood of taking that risk in the middle of nowhere.
So pumped that I
Yeah.
put out. And
Yeah. So many learnings on this trip. Tested us, and it ended up being so rewarding. Loved it.
What was your highlight?
My highlight was the Bill Mason campsite. It was like the tomb in Raiders of the Lost Ark. The way the light came through there, we got that golden hour lighting in the evening, and then we got northern lights, and then the next morning from the opposite angle, unbelievable sunrise, misty sunrise. That was 1 in a million. Like that, the odds of that happening are super slim. Time of year where the sun just goes through those angles, but also us being there, happening to be there, was super rare.
Northern Lights, man, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Saw bear, moose, so many waterfall,
Yeah.
rainbow
Oh.
trout, brook trout,
Oh.
rapids,
Yeah, the waterfalls
big
were incredible.
waves, beautiful sunsets, and I liked also sleeping at the harbor where we were marooned for a few days. That was
Yeah, another.
spot.
Just such a range of experiences. 13 days, but it felt like a long time.
Felt
Like
like a
looking back at
long
the start of the
time.
trip, that feels like ages ago. All right,
Yeah, buddy.
can't wait for the next one.
We did it!
Did it. Let's do it properly. Mission complete.
Look who just woke up early to drive here and meet us.
Good morning.
And bring us sweet rations,
Well, so I
some de-alkalized beer because we're driving,
you guys here, and I'm just gonna leave it in the
and
car.
apples.
And then I got to the parking lot.
What a sweetheart. We live about 20 minutes from the park. Okay. You're too sweet.
How you guys doing?
We're good. How are you doing?
Good.
Oh, mess. How do we smell?
Not as bad as you would expect.
These are our clean clothes.
Oh.
Don't look at me.
Yay, I get all his food. He's dead. You dead? Thank you.
I think it looks great.
I'll call her Patches.
I love it when you like burp your dry suit and all like that stinky, sweaty smell from your body odor just gets pushed up your nostrils.
Farts, all of it.
It's like, it's quite a sensation. I don't know if I like it or love it.
I love when it looks frothy like that.
It almost looks like an Americano or like a cappuccino.
I don't drink that, man.
Fresh in your drink that, governor. Fresh in your drink that, governor. John?
It's best just to not engage with him in these moments. Kind of let him get it out and just sit here quietly.
Have you seen my toilet paper and little poo? I got it.
Xander has never caught his first brook trout, so
that could happen pretty soon.
I'm excited. I really hope to get the brookie.
Yeah, they're so beautiful. It's hard to take one to eat because to dispatch it, it's hard.
I'm gonna reel it in.
So beautiful.
This is what's gonna happen. Reel it in. I'm gonna get it in my hand and break the head off. Drink its blood. And admire its beautiful skin.
Such a psycho.
Eat its flesh, all the bones, and enjoy every single rib bone as it's getting caught in my throat.
It's gonna be a long trip. Doing separate food on this trip. It's just nice to be kind of self-reliant, not have to decide to share something at dinner.
No, it's easier this way. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, like cooking for somebody else, and unless you have like a good routine. We're not close enough to that. And
No.
I think our friendship is maintained because we don't allow conflict to happen due to us with food routines.
I think you're right. It's the whole basis for our friendship.
It's that whole ordeal. It can be an ordeal.
An ordeal.